There won't be less work to do in the future, so we need to continue learning how to become more productive. Unfortunately, that is easier to say than it is to do. Productivity is an elusive goal that seems always just out of reach. To start with, we have to analyse how we spend our time. We have to do this to stand any chance of improving our productivity. We need to try different techniques to manage our resources, and we need to test, refine, and perfect those techniques. For example, we need to find greater focus and abandon wasteful multitasking. If we group tasks into themes, see how they fit into a pattern, work on one theme at a time, dedicate a morning or a day or a week to a big theme, then we are more likely to make real progress. Cohesive work like this is much more satisfying than doing lots of small, unrelated tasks. Learning how to focus in this way will also make us better able to ignore distractions. Traditional time management approaches can only take us so far. When demand outstrips the available resources, when expectations continue to rise, when people expect higher quality and lower cost, when fixed costs rise faster than growth in income, we must imagine radically different ways of working. Temporary fixes will not be good enough. We need to understand that real productivity gains will not come through the application of one or two time management techniques, but via a fundamental organisational and cultural change. We need to anticipate and prepare for the impact of technology, understand how it can help us to be more productive, and anticipate how it is changing the future of employment. For example, in the West, people are living longer. The pressures are growing on healthcare systems that struggle to meet rising demand within the available resources. Healthcare requires huge investments in people, buildings, research, diagnostic techniques, and treatments. How can we get the best out of these resources for the most number of people? Improving health at scale means getting better at prevention and addressing the root causes of ill health. Policymakers, therefore, have adopted the responsibility of motivating people to be more active, to eat healthily, to drink less alcohol, and to give up smoking, so as to reduce the burdens on the healthcare system and give people a good quality of life. This approach changes the dynamic of the responsibilities between citizens and the state. People are being encouraged to accept that they have a responsibility for taking greater control and ownership of their health. We already see a move to patients managing some aspects of their health outside healthcare settings. Healthcare is no longer just in the hospital, it's in the community health centre, the shopping mall, online, and in your home. An increasing emphasis on helping ourselves changes the balance of power between healthcare professionals and patients. As with so many other aspects of life, the user now plays a more active role. The idea is that by patients playing their part, the healthcare system can be more productive, supporting the majority of the population to stay healthy and using its precious resources to help those most in need, all the time appreciating the essential nature of the expertise of the healthcare professionals. What counts as real need in healthcare? Can we achieve more innovation whilst guarding against unethical behaviours? Are we prepared to take a risk and imagine how the funding, organisation and delivery of healthcare will have to change? Can we convince people of the part that they can play in bringing about these changes? As healthcare demands grow, as in so many other aspects of life, can we make the most productive use of the available resources, including new technologies? Healthcare is complex and there are many challenging questions that don't have easy answers. A place to start is to ask, are you willing to play your part?